So welcome to Bunny's Designs. This is a live show recorded for Ustream.tv and also for YouTube for people to watch at their leisure. I'm putting my professional liquid tubed watercolours onto small paper palettes so I can put them in my little colour book. So I've spaced them out and I'm just taking a shallow puddle of colour, shall we say, because I do want them to dry. Now I did this a couple of weeks ago before I went to Ireland, and they were in the window of the. So but they have dried. They're still tacky, but they've dried in the front of here. So I thought, why not put them in my book of colours? And I'm ashamed to say I didn't get a chance to use this, but this will go in my little colour book, and there's quite a lot of colour on there. I haven't gone mad, but some nice colouring on there. So the next one is I've got 4 browns. I've got I wonder if I can get the top of this one. So I've got the yellows. I'm going to put the reds here now. Oopsie, and that's probably going to be too much. Some of these are really old, so they're very sticky. And again, they're very similar. They're still called the same, cad reds and cad yellows, but I just want to get a really nice set. So if I want to do something with a bit more colour in it, these are going to give me that option to do that. Oopsie, put too much on that. Spread that out a bit. But I thought I've fallen back in love with my little colour book again, so I thought I might use it more. And you can really tell the difference in the carmine. So there's a lot of colour here, even though it doesn't seem to be. And the reason I'm doing this is I don't have to mix these colours. I can if I want, but I don't have to. I can just dib in and I've got some really rich, bright colours in front of me. Oh, hi Claudia, welcome to Bunny's Designs. Anybody else that's popping in? I'm just having a bit of a to play. So I've got this is Indian red, this one. So again, get into the brown stages now. So I've got that one. Then I've got 2, 4, 5, 6. If I don't do black, so I've got 2, 4, 6. And we've got enough colours to just get them on one card, so that'd be quite good actually, I think. There's a yellow ochre there, but that's a burnt sienna, so let me put those. So I thought I would pop them like that. And that's a yellow ochre, but it's slightly different, so I'm going to pop that there. Because they're not going to contaminate each other, because I won't be doing that with them. I'll be just taking a tiny bit off the top and using them for colouring in, not necessarily for so I use them for colouring in my colour books, but if the opportunity was there to do a sketch, then that's fine. And then we have the blues and a green, so we've got cerulean blue, cobalt blue. Now the French ultramarines should be the same because it's the same make. I don't have a different one here, so again I'm just going to put that on there. There's a French ultramarine. I think they are the same colour. I'm pretty sure they are the same colour. Sometimes you get a French ultramarine hue and sometimes you don't. So we'll open this up. It's exactly the same, so we don't need that one. If it was made by a different company, it would be slightly different. And then we have our dark Prussian blue, which is a beautiful, rich, deep grey blue. And there's a green, but I have a space. I'm going to put black. I don't normally, but I'm going to put black. Let's see if I can open this one without using the teeth. And somewhere in here is a black. Don't know what to do with it now. It's disappeared, but somewhere should be a black. And lamp black I think is warm. I think it's maybe the blue is lamp black. Oh, ow. Do not tell the dentist. Whoopsie! Came out to surprise me. And I've got all stuck up. Right, so I've got my little professional watercolours. And I don't need to label them, and because of the way I'm using them, I don't need one touch of that. It's going to be very, very strong because they're all professional, so the pigments are brilliant. So I've got my cold yellows, my warm yellows, I've got my cold reds, my warm reds, I've got my yellow ochres, I've got my browns, a black, my warm, I've just got one and maybe two warmish blues, cobalts in the middle, and a cold blue, warm purple, and I've got Prussian blue, which is very, very dark and cold. So I shall sit those somewhere to dry, and it will become a pan, almost a pan set. So again, I can put these away. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these little squares I keep picking up and putting. I did sit in the garden and make hundreds of squares a few years ago. So that can now go back, hidden away. And any tubed paint is always better in a tin, hidden in a dark cupboard. I have oils from my mum's, must be from the early 70s. She may have even bought them in the 60s, probably early 70s. And they're still okay. I've lost one, I think, out of the set of Windsor and Newton oils from 1970 some. She died in 76, so it was definitely late 60s, early 70s. So if you keep them in a tin in the dark, they're quite okay. So that was that set. Now I'm a bit of a greedy monster because I actually want this set in here now as well. I just like the fact that I flick this book and I touch a colour. I don't have to mix anything. So I can take the bottom of a lot of these out and cut them off and make another set of these. I do have most of those. That's a very cold yellow, that one. I'm not sure how easy it will be to get these little terrors out. I was thinking about having a go. So that was my next trick, was to so that sits quite nicely there. Now I did have a space, I've just taken one out. I have a space here that I can sit that one straight in. So that will sit in there and it's protected by that plastic. And that's given me another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 20. It's given me an extra 22 colours. And again, don't have to mix. I can just touch them and go, which again is quite nice. So I've got some more colours. In my colour book. Thank you for watching.